Maybe it's good the explication.
The explanation.
Explanation. Okay. Okay.
Tara, in English, the last T is silent.
Okay, taro.
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing about the taro like eh? Or
Yeah,
like,
exacto, taro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Like eh.
Okay, it's there's no one's know which is the author.
Okay, unknown author.
Unknown author. And probably it's a recopilation of knowledge from Renacimiento.
From the Renaissance.
So it's really interesting to me because I understand the symbolism in the tarot is like a key for open other symbolisms in cualquier pintura, in any picture.
Okay.
Or painting.
Okay.
So,
cool.
So the thing, it's a recopilation of alchemy, numerology, astrology, color and form, and the symbolisms is old symbology. So sometimes something changed with the time, but it's really interesting because they only know 7 planets, nor more, because it's the Renaissance. And the thing is, at the Renaissance, ¿cómo se dice?
Renaissance?
Okay. At the Renaissance, it was a time the best or the growth from the science and the knowledge, artists. It
was a time of huge growth.
But at the same time, the ironic is the time for the repression. Religious, no?
Religious oppression.
Religious oppression. So if you think different, if you thought different, yes,
you die.
You die. Just die. So the thing that's the interesting. That's the interesting thing because the knowledge need to be escondido, need to be hidden. Then the people have the idea, I don't know who, but someone have the idea hidden on symbolism. So the knowledge about alchemy, alchemy is the ancestor of the science, actual science. So for example,
actual chemistry, right? Alchemy is the father of chemistry, if you will.
The father of the chemistry, exactly. So for example, they know that some acids can can melt the gold.
Okay.
So if for at that time sounds like a magic. So
of course. And if you did magic, you die.
Danger for the life.
I was gonna say that time, the dangers of discovering something new. I mean, just if you were the first one to discover something, you were often placing yourself in danger.
Exactly. So that people draw a lion, green lion, means the acid. the ácido, el acid.
Acid.
Acid, the acid.
Okay.
And the sun means the gold.
Means the gold. Okay.
So they draw a lion eating the sun.
So it's like a chemical formula hidden in symbolism.
Exactly. So
okay, yeah.
It's really interesting because that drawing can be on a vajilla de platos.
Okay, they're called china.
Ajá.
Vajilla is china.
Okay.
Yeah.
On china, on a window, on a vitral.
Like stained glass. Stained glass. ¿Cómo se llama? No sé.
Stained glass, sí, este vidrio.
You know what I'm talking about.
O algo así. No hay otra palabrita que es este.
Ya, yo tampoco me
es
está llegando.
Con frío y calor o algo así lo.
Y queda de colores el vidrio, ¿no?
Ajá, sí, un
That's
vitral.
what we're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Stained glass and or a door with the symbol of the family, but in reality they put astrology and 3 columns because the masonería or
yeah. Every detail in the card is representing something, and if you don't know, you know.
There's only a beautiful flower and whatever, no?
Yeah.
For no somewhere. But
no apparent reason.
Understand, no, it's a rose, and the rose means humanity, patience. Pasiones humanas. Patience.
But human passion?
Human passion. And hay una flor que se llama de lirio, que es una blanquita.
A lily.
Lily. The lily flower means spiritual thoughts.
Okay.
And you can see la reja de una casa, the gate of the in the house, outside the house, with lilies. No, means only for furniture, for
decorational.
Decoration. Yeah. But it means something, no? And then you need to count. There are 7 lilies, so means other thing, no? It's
Not only the lily is a symbolism, but the amount, maybe even the placement of the lily.
Exactly. So when I understand that, I really was passionate for the tarot, because to me it's most than know the future. Because the future can change.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
it's not fixed. No es algo fijo el futuro, right?
Exactly. If I told you in the future you're gonna have diabetes, the most of the people don't do nothing because they don't have voluntary. So probably it's gonna happen because don't have voluntary. But
they don't do anything because they don't have will.
Will, exactly.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
So I mean, when someone asks me for a tarot read, I say, okay, but only if you're gonna do something
about
about it. If
not just accept it. If you say you're gonna get diabetes and I just say, oh, okay.
Exactly.
That's not the point. Yeah, that's not the point of it.
Includes you don't need the tarot for know the future, because the people are really repetitive.
Yeah.
So if someone eat donuts Bimbo every day, I know it's gonna have diabetes.
It continues that way.
Don't need tarot.
Yeah, for sure. Just observational skills.
Exactly.
Deductive thinking.
Exactly. Only know the ¿cómo se llama esto de como las consecuencias?
Yeah, the consequences.
The consequence of the actions.
Exactly. results, consequences.
So the thing is, it's the tarot. It's a book. If you understand, like it's a book, no, it's only cards.
Okay.
It's a book, a traditional book, and a spiritual book, like a Bible or like a Maya book.
Like any other spiritual book used as guidance.
Exactly. So it's really
The
interesting
Quran for people.
you can learn tarot all your life, and you always learn another and more and more and more. But I'm gonna show you the most important and the general. So before you can understand the tarot, and you can learn more for your own, and includes you can ask for something in the future, and it's okay, it's fun, and it's okay. But I mean, when I do that this course, pero no se llama course, no se llama cuando hice esta clase, when I do this class for my students, my students are from scenography, so I teach tarot for the scenographers. So it's really interesting, the observation, because I teach them symbolism. So, well, the first thing is this is the first 21 cards.
Okay.
And we call arcanos mayores.
Okay.
And the rest of the cards are arcanos menores.
Okay.
And I gonna teach you that these cards more than the others, because it's like a comic. And if you read in this way, you can read the story. And the story is the journal of the hero.
Okay.
And in Spanish, El viaje del héroe is a form of, it's a famous way to okay. Jung, the psychologist, and other means called Campbell. Jung and Campbell are psychologists, and both studied tarot and other things for study the unconscious.
Okay.
And they observe the people always live the same journal.
Same journey?
Journey.
There you go.
Journey. Because it's the process to grow up, includes at the nature. A flower
repeats the pattern.
Yes, and includes like a first you need to be a practice or aprendiz.
Apprentice.
Okay. First you're being an apprentice, then you're gonna be like normal, then you're being an expert, and then you're being a teacher.
Sure, it's a natural process.
Exactly, and you can be a warrior, and later you can be a king, and probably later when you're old, you're a spiritual guide.
Yeah.
No,
like the elder.
All the people has that process in different way, but you're growing. You're
a natural order of growth. Yeah.
Exactly. And so the tarot start before born.
Before.
Sí, antes, ¿no? Es before. Entonces sí, before you born.
Before you're born. Okay.
This is 0. 0 means before you born. You are all and nothing. You are energy.
You are and you are not.
Exactly. So the fool, in Spanish, the tonto.
Ajá.
Que fíjate, no es lo mismo el tonto. En español le dicen el tonto o el loco.
Yeah.
Pero en
El
inglés
loco
es the
no
fool.
yeah, the fool, ¿no?
Pero porque es el arlequín del rey.
Okay.
Entonces sí es el loco y el tonto, o sea, es como un bufón.
Exacto, a buffoon, a
buffoon.
jester.
Okay, entonces the fool, it's a character interesting because he's on a cliff and he's gonna
Fall.
Fall. And the dog is advertencia al estar.
Trying to warn him.
Trying to warn. No, ¿tú qué?
Yeah, warn.
Trying to warn.
Warning.
Hey, look out.
Yeah, hey, you're about to fall. Yeah.
But he's looking at the sun, he's looking at the sky, he's dreaming.
Admiring the beauty.
Y es un viajero, es un journey, también se dice, ¿cómo se dice?
Yeah, a traveler.
It's a traveler, it's a dreamer, it's an artist, it's a poetic. He has a rose, but white.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a passion. But and spiritual passion because it's white.
Okay.
When it's red, it's human passion.
Okay.
And this is divine passion. And if you look at the sun is white.
Yeah.
Because you're not you're not at the earth. We look the sun yellow because
for us it looks yellow for a perspective.
Atmosphere. But if you are at the universe, the sun is white because it's too much light. The fool has a bag, es un bastón, que aquí se va a usar mucho los bastones, pero...
A cane.
A cane?
Yeah, cane.
Cane.
C-A-N-E. Cane.
Okay. Okay. Has a cane and la pluma sí sabía no me acuerdo. ¿Cómo se dice pluma?
Feather.
Has a feather. Yes. And there's mountains behind because
yeah.
Means the triumph of your objectives of your metas. No me acuerdo.
Yeah. Objectives, goals.
Yes, goals. Your goals. So he's at the top, but he's Venusino. No, he's solar.
He could fall any moment.
It's solar and he's cool, confused. But the thing is fall means come to earth.
Yeah.
So it's good. He's born. When he falls, he's born.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the fool, it's God. But it's like it's God playing like he doesn't care or doesn't. It's like a consciousness playing to be unconsciousness.
Okay, yeah.
If you're God, you're everything and you can't surprise because you know everything. So it's like a God playing to be human because if you're human, you're always gonna surprise. And you can appreciate or live the present and day by day. No, there's a bunch of things. If you're God, you can do so. It's like it's God creating. It's a fool. It's a crazy guy. It's a traveler, and he say, "Okay, I'm going to Earth," or probably no, and then they fall.
Yeah. Sure.
So they fall and they born and in a human. And if all the characters on tarot is the same character, but are different aspects of the
same characters.
Exactly. So it's if this was like a comic, the magician, the one number one, it's mean like a okay, one, it's a unity, and then it's mean this guy is not a kid. Yeah,
Okay.
it's younger, but it's one. It's like it means like he has a personality, or he discovered himself, or something like it's not a fragment person. It's just one
Whole.
full person. And
whole.
¿Cómo?
Whole.
Whole. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Un entero.
Sí. It's a whole. Okay, sí. And he has the infinite at his
infinity
head,
symbol, yeah.
But at the same in his ombligo.
His belly button.
His yes, belly button, or in his belt. His belt is it's a serpente. A serpent. A serpent biting his
itself.
tail.
Okay. There's a name for that too. No me acuerdo cómo se llama, pero tiene nombre. Because it's that circle, yeah.
Yes. And means the infinite.
Mr. Lito, no pasa nada, baby. Perdón.
Yes, I have a mosquito. And the position of the magician is one hand
up and one down.
Up,
right?
hand one down. So means how is
as above, so below.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
That's the phrase.
Exactly.
As
and
above,
like as the outside is inside, or the macrocosmos and the microcosmos.
Yeah. Sure. The duality.
The duality. Exactly. And he has ¿cómo dijiste que se llama el basto?
Cane.
A cane.
Pero eso es más como, yeah, exactly.
Es como una varita mágica.
Like a wand.
Es un wand, pero es lo mismo. O sea, haz de cuenta que como también son como las barajas, pues lo que tiene es un basto.
Okay.
The cane means wheel.
Okay.
So every character has cane, has wheel.
Okay.
But in different way. The other like a traveler, other like a king, is like a wheel, like my wheel. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the magician is with his wheel can do something. And the magician is an apprentice. He's learning about the four elements. The four elements is the same like the cane, the sparrow. ¿Sparrow?
¿Es el ave?
No, perdón, una espada.
Oh, sword.
Sí, cierto. Sword, cup, and gold. The gold we call pentáculos. No sé si hay una traducción, pero it's because de la estrella tiene 5 picos.
Oh, like a pentagon?
Yeah, like pentagram.
Pentagram
y pentáculos, la moneda.
Yeah, like a pentagram.
Pentagram. Has a pentagram.
Okay, yeah.
También le decimos oro, por eso sea gold. Y también le decimos, bueno, sí, también puede ser monedas.
Coins.
Yeah. Ahora, son monedas de oro, no son monedas.
Yeah, for sure.
Pichitas, coins.
The value is because of the metal itself.
Exacto. Okay, so.
Sí ves en el chat te he puesto varios, ¿no?
Sí, gracias. Porque así es cómo se escribe y cómo.
Exacto. Ya.
Además que ahorita que estoy compartiendo, el chat sí se me esconde. Acá está. Ya lo saqué. Ok, exacto. Sword, cane, cup, cáliz.
Chalice.
chalice and gold.
There you go.
Ajá, exacto.
Yeah, yeah,
Ajá,
yeah.
también a veces se dice wand, la
La varita, ¿no?
varita mágica. Sí.
Yeah, when it's smaller.
So he has roses, red roses,
Uh-huh.
means,
Human
human
passion.
passions, and the lilies has means thoughts, spiritual thoughts. So it means like he needs to has equilibrium,
Balance.
a balance to both things, no? And
Yep.
okay, at the tarot, everything it's like this is like the same that it's an similar things.
Okay.
So you can write it. The four elements is water. Well, it's air, water, earth, and earth and fire.
Yeah.
And mean or the
They represent.
sí, pero también como que tienen una equivalencia.
Okay, they're
Es
equivalent. Yeah, it's equivalent.
But the equivalent is earth. It's a sword.
Okay.
But why? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't jump out in my mind.
Sure. It's because the thoughts se comportan. Behavior. It's like swords.
Okay.
Because
okay.
when you have an idea, you can fight with other idea for someone else.
Sure.
Or when you have a sword, you can divide something like a food, and then you need to decide. And the decide or el discernimiento, it's a really important capacity of the thought.
Okay. Yeah.
Another thing, the idea you can see it, and the wind you can see it too. But with the sword, you can do like this and like a.
You can hear the wind.
Hear the wind. This idea is like a there's other thing. At the masonería, no sé cómo, at the masons, they have levels, no? And there's expert level, o sea, el que se llama así, el experto, the level expert has received a sword when
you're given that expert title or that expert recognition.
The sword means you have the experience for have it. So
yeah,
that means the expert has a knowledge, no? So it's like
yeah.
a thought. They have the thoughts in his hands.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then cups, it's equally
or equivalent
to water and emotions.
Okay.
Eso no sé si te los pude explicar bien, que la espada es igual al
thought,
aire,
¿no? Pensamiento,
aire y pensamiento.
Okay.
Espada, aire, pensamiento.
Okay.
Copa, agua, emociones.
Got it.
Okay. Then because the water behavior is like emotions.
Yeah.
Because if you see if you watch the sea, sometimes it's calm, it's calm, and others it's poco loco.
It also adjusts to its surroundings. Like if it's in a mountain, the water can fall, or it's affected by other things like emotions.
Exactly, have them the form of the cup, no?
Yeah, exactly. Take the form of whatever container it's in.
Exactly. And it's unpredictable. Unpredictable. So yeah, it's like the water at the sea, it's calm and de pronto
it changes.
Change a lot, or like a storm, you know, like a then it's like emotions. And it's really interesting because it said if it's a chalice or a cup, you remember a bunch of religious imagine
for sure.
A religious painting with a cup,
and not only paintings but rituals where people drink out of a chalice or a cup in many different religions around the world.
You're sharing your emotions with other for make friendship, you know, like
to create
my liquefy.
Exactly.
Inclusive because
creating a closeness or acknowledging, no? Aceptando.
Are you listened about the when you say salud, it's the tradition was you
touch cups. Yeah, touch cup with cup.
Touch a cup because at the middle age can be veneno.
Poison.
Can be poisoned the drink. So I share my poison with you if you are, o sea, es como para que no los traicionaran.
Sí, exacto.
Pero a lo mejor me tomo algo envenenado, pero tú también.
Exacto.
O sea, ¿quieres que confíe en ti? Bebemos lo mismo.
Exacto.
Entonces la idea era chocar hasta que sí se brincara la bebida.
So the drinks combine so you can trust it enough to drink it.
Exactly. So that's interesting because you're sharing your emotions and you're vulnerable. You can die if someone it's a traitor, no?
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So and the gold, it's equal to the material things, includes the body.
Mm-hmm.
And it's earth, no? The element, it's earth.
Okay.
Earth, not only like a planet, more than
la tierra,
the earth.
The soil. Soil también es tierra. Tierra como
del campo,
exacto,
¿no?
Exactly. For planting, for growing seeds. Soil.
Okay. And the other observation I want to know, it's the color. It's an alchemy, like mercury. It's orange or red, and blue it's salt, and yellow is azufre.
Sulfur.
Ah, sí. Sulfur. So están diciendo una receta
a chemical formula, like you were saying.
I only know a little this guy.
Yeah, because it's different aspects
but it's interesting
to know that that's there too.
Has a lot of sulfur.
Yeah.
And the magician too. And this has more salt. So when you know everything these 21 cards, you understand
what each color represents.
Like emotions or relation to the sulfur or mercury. I think mercury is more como más travieso, más
mischivius.
I like some material to jump to everything, no, like a more chaos. And sulfur is like energy, bright, intensity, and salt is more serious, more like more materialized, more practice.
Okay.
Like so the magician has a table. It's important because it's the table has cuatro patas, ¿cómo se llama?
Four legs.
Leg.
Yeah.
So it's a really stability. So means stability.
Okay, yeah.
So it's apprentice, it's a practice, it's a young magician, but has stability with the 4 elements. And
okay.
well, I need to teach you fire.
Yeah.
Here is the cane. No, cane es de cadena, ¿verdad?
No, cane es
el basto.
Yeah. Sí era, ¿no?
Sí, que siempre es un palo de madera.
Okay, yeah.
Ahorita,
so it's like a wooden stick?
Ajá, wooden
what
stick.
Is it?
Sí, because it's when the traveler is going to the way, the journal. And
it could be a staff.
Stick.
Staff.
Okay, cool. Yeah, has a staff or a wooden stick. Yeah, and it's for fight for the serpents.
Okay.
Like pecados or
Yeah.
mischievus.
Or evil thoughts like
evil thoughts or vicious
or
or something like this.
Negativity.
And but there's a legend about Mercury, about the Mercury like a god. He divide a serpent with his staff, and the serpent has two faces, two
Okay.
two heads.
It split into two and grew heads.
Grow with two heads,
sticks.
but the serpent escaló el staff.
Okay, climbed or slithered. The staff.
Como que se deslizó, ¿no?
Exacto, slithered up the staff.
Slithered up the staff. So it's a caduceo. It's a symbol of the medic people.
Yeah, medical people. They have that. Even the cross, the medical cross, but with the little snake, right?
Exactly, because the double serpent, it's mean like a thought crosset, but means to the energy in the body. It's like a serpent, like a kundalini.
Yeah,
exactly, like slide her up.
Yeah, slithered.
Okay, slither up.
There you go.
Okay, slither up. It's the energy at the body slither up.
Okay, yeah.
Like a serpent. So, okay, the cane or the staff, it's the fire and means the wheel.
Okay.
The wheel, and it's interesting because I don't know, Prometeo has the fire to the humans. Like he give us the will to fight, to be as with the gods.
Okay.
To question the gods and not only being like a
follow. Yeah.
So it's interesting. And with the staff, you can fight or you can apoyarte.
Yeah, support yourself.
Support yourself for avanzar.
You can, for moving forward.
For moving forward.
So, yeah, you can open way between plants or, you know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's interesting because I mean, sometimes if I see a staff, probably I don't care a lot. I like it's only un pinche palo, no? But no, it's really important. So
I love pinches palos.
You can yes, you can do a bunch of things with that.
Yeah. I use one every day when I walk my dog.
Exactly.
My staff. Yeah.
So okay, so you understand more than the magician need to have a balance with 4 forces. So it's not easy. It's a learn for us to try to have a balance, emotions, will, thoughts, and material things.
Yeah.
I like it because there's a bunch of spiritual guides who doesn't care a lot his own body or his own body or his material things like a money.
And it has to be a balance of, because we are a material body, so.
And the goal, the money, it's energy. Energy, material is excited.
Materialized energy, yeah.
Exactly. So you can change the money for things, no? It's any you ¿cómo se diría también un trueque? You have
an exchange. Hay otra palabra, se me está yendo. Barter.
O sea, así como los otros.
Trueque.
Al chocar las copas, compartías emociones, ¿no? Al yo darte dinero, te estoy dando mi energía.
Yeah, for sure.
Y tú me pagas y me das un poquito de tu energía.
Yeah.
Por eso.
Whether it's a service, you're still giving me some energy. So it's a barter. It's an exchange.
And for that reason, it's important. Know which is the origin or the origin for the money. I mean, if someone give you money, steal money,
it comes with a certain energy.
You have problems because money has not a nice vibe, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, nos vemos hasta el otro martes, ¿tú crees?
Yeah, because I'm going to travel to Guadalajara.
Okay. Try to watch things in English as much as you can. When you're with Qual, practice speaking English with him.
Yes.
And hear it, read it, get a book and read in English.
Yes.
Todo eso ayuda for more vocabulary, for loosening the tongue, para soltar la lengua. So just keep reading.
On Guadalajara, I'm gonna meet to Star. It's a friend of mine, and she's Mexican. She lives
Mexican
in
American.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to
practice with her too. Exactly. Yeah. Practice as much as you can. Read out loud so you can hear yourself. I also always say watch TV with subtitles in English because the words don't sound like they look. So we have to create that association of, okay, this is what it sounds like. Because like you said, when you learn from a book, you know what it looks like, but it doesn't always sound the same. So create that association between the sound and the visual.
Yes, I like it when you write it on the chat because I can have better pronunciation because I looking at has an X or has an S, no?
Yeah, for sure. It helps to see it written and hear it at the same time, no? Yeah.
Me pusiste una palabra que es mischivius.
Travieso.
Mischivius.
Exacto. Y la primera la escribí mal.
Nunca la había escuchado.
Entonces, la segunda con los asteriscos, with the asterisks, that's the correct spelling. Y entre las rayitas es the pronunciation. ¿No? So, yeah.
Súper bien. Gracias, gracias, prima. ¿Y a ti qué te pareció el tarot?
I like it. Sí tomé notas y so, yeah, cool. Sí. I like the barter, el trueque.
Sí.
Yeah, very cool. And I will, como dijiste, ¿no? Ya te sientes más cómoda, pero también es eso. Porque a la hora de hablar con alguien nuevo te entra el nervio, la presión y se te bloquea. So the more comfortable you feel, the better you're going to do. So.
Exacto, sí, porque exacto, ese es el punto que como te dicen, no, pues este es tu jefe, ¿no? Ya el hecho de tener un jefe, hasta en español.
Te pones y la presión, exacto, exacto. Y el hecho de que hiciste algo te ayuda a sentirte más tranquilo, así, bueno, pero sí he estado practicando con mi prima y la chingada, entonces ya te sientes más segura.
Sí, yo quiero sentirme más fluido.
Exacto, yeah, we'll get you there, don't worry.
¿Y cómo me sientes como de nivel, o sea,
bien,
como no tan en cero, pero obviamente sí también me falta
no, tienes súper buen nivel. Se ve que no lo has practicado, ¿no? Porque hay palabras que sé que las conoces y sí, ahorita no las tienes como cercanas en tu archivo, ¿no? Están hasta atrás, haz de cuenta. Pero sí se ve que tienes buen nivel. Y pues lo normal, lo que te decía que es difícil, nos comemos preposiciones que en español no ponemos, así, pero eso también poco a poco, from listening to it, pero es más pulir, ¿no? Sí. But you have a really good base, so you're good, you're good to go. Nada más hay que irlo puliendo y juntando, forming a little better, but that's it. And you have good vocabulary and a very good base.
Que me escucharas y así ya vas viendo.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll see you next week.
Yes, see you.
Bye, have a good night. Thank you.